We
In a
are
world of
live.
distractions, where so many things are calling for your attention and they are willing to pull you away, today we are going to discuss the power of focus. Focus on a particular thing, channeling your energy on a particular thing, on a particular goal, so you can achieve success. We've seen, as studies have shown, that focused people achieve result. It doesn't mean how smart or talented you are, but consistently putting your energy and attention set on a particular goal will help you achieve success. So today, myself and my ladies will be diving in on the power of focus, how you can use and leverage the power of focus to change the trajectory of your life as a person, as a business individual, someone trying to start a business, someone in your career, in any industry of your endeavor, be it your personal life. Being focused, we all have those goals we want to achieve. So today we are diving in so you can learn, sharing tips, how we've been able to focus in what we do, how we're able to achieve it. We'll be diving in and we hope you'll be there to pick a thing or two. Please send us your questions, put it in the comment box. We want to know what part of the world you're watching us from. Good evening, everybody. I am Hadiza. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a healthcare administrator by profession and training. I'm an online business owner and a digital business owner as well. And today we are here to discuss the power of focus. So I'll let Vida introduce herself and then Sonia.
Hi, everyone. My name is Vaida. I'm a mom, a wife, registered nurse, and proud digital business owner. Today, we are here inviting anybody that is interested to join online business. So, we are inviting anybody. Thank you.
Hello, I am Sonia. I'm Sonia Burton Thomas. I'm living in New York, Jamaican, living in New York, and I am a professor of nursing. I'm a wife, I'm a daughter, I'm so many other things, a friend, but I am a proud online business owner. I am so happy to be here with you this evening, and we're going into talking about this wonderful topic. And we're saying that right here, as we're talking here, we are doing a 90-day challenge in our business, and we welcome you. So every time we're going to be coming here, we're going to be talking about different topics. So this evening, we're talking about the power of focus, and we are running in this business 90-day go live, and we are so excited to be here. So wherever you're watching us from, I'd like for you to catch the excitement, because we are here and we are giving our all. This is actually my 12th day in the running. So my sisters are here with me and they are doing their thing as well, because we have made up our minds. This is also the power of focus. We have made up our mind that we are going to focus on doing this 90-day go live in our business. So welcome, my friends, wherever you're watching us from. We are so grateful that you're here with us. Blessings.
All right. Thank you, Sonia. Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you, thank you. So tonight we are going to see and discuss, dive in the role of focus in achieving success. When we are focused on a thing, it's like having that laser focus. Bruce Lee put it this way, that focus is when an average man have a laser focus to achieve a goal. When you have a laser focus like the eagle, when the eagle set their sights on a prey, the prey might be doing whatever they are doing, going about their day, but guess what? The eagle is miles and miles and miles away, have their eyes zoomed in to the very moment that prey will be picked up. So that's what the power of focus means. When you're focused, you can achieve those goals. It doesn't matter the goals. And being focused does not mean, oh, I'm talented, I'm smart, I have all the resources. No. You can be smart and have all the resources if you are not focused on your goals, you'll be surprised. Someone who is consistently doing what they need to do, channel that energy and attention to the right thing, will come and pass you by, and you will look back and like, how did that happen? Has that ever happened to you? I can tell you, yes, I have experienced that in so many ways, until I learned that what I was not doing was channeling my energy to what I want. I'm out just all over the place, right? I've even heard of those who say, oh, I'm a multitasker. You can, in actuality, you cannot multitask. That's my belief, and you can prove me wrong. Sometimes I like being controversial. That you say, hey, I'm multitasking. You cannot do more than one thing at a time, right? If I'm looking at my screen and I'm doing, for me to actualize what is on my screen, my eyes, my attention, my energy has to be there to do it well. And if I'm turning to my left here, I cannot be looking at my screen at the same time on my left. And our focus comes from our vision. It comes from our vision. What do you see? You're not turning from the left or the right of what you've already seen. Your focus is, what is that vision? What is that dream? What is that goal? You set it upon yourself like a watchman, like a guard. Have you seen those British soldiers? They are there, they are still. If you like, come wave something in front of them. They stand still. They are there on duty. So you as an individual, you are the guard of your life in achieving your goals. And those are the things that we want to dive in today. So I'm going to let my ladies chip in here on what are the roles of being focused, how they themselves have been able to use this power of focus to achieve dreams in their life. What does it mean to be focused to them? First of all, so Vida, I will start with you. What does it mean to be focused? And in your own words, in your own life, in your business, as a nurse, how have you, impute the power of focus into your life to achieve your dream as becoming a nurse and then becoming a successful online business owner?
Thank you so much for the question. So me, my knowledge of focus is the ability to concentrate on one thing and avoid distraction that will prevent you from progress.
Yeah.
When you concentrate on one thing, you are able to move on. Just like this morning, I was walking and somebody was walking by having a dog, having a baby with their baby cart pushing, and still having the phone. So she go to somewhere. I was just walking and watching the person go to somewhere, and like it was slowing down. So the baby car was moving, the dog was running. So I was just laughing. So you have to do one thing at a time. But doing two or three things at the same time, it cannot work. You will not be able to concentrate and you are not going to progress. So to me, the power of focus is ability to concentrate on one task.
Perfect
That
example.
just that will let you progress rather than distraction, doing two or three things, jumping from here to here. We are mothers here. Look at our tasks. When we are always busy, but we can't do multiple tasks at the same time. We have to focus on one task, one after another, before you can move on to progress. That is my knowledge
Absolutely.
of focus.
Thank you, Vida. So yeah, avoid distraction.
Yes.
That's right.
Being in a focused mood, you zoom in, you concentrate on one thing.
Yes.
One thing. There are so many things in our world that is calling for our attention. Our phone is calling, like the example you gave. That is a perfect example. We see that every day. I see
Yeah.
somebody trying to cross the road. You're looking left or right, but their eyes is on their
The
phone.
phone.
Distraction, right? And we can take that into our career. We can take that into our academics if you're a student. We can take that into our business if you're a business owner. You can take that into your family, right? There are so many distractions, so many things calling for our attention, the trends on social media. There are so many voices out there, so many things calling our attention, but we need to have the ability to filter what is beneficial. There are some things that are just there, but they are not necessary and beneficial to us in getting from our point A to our point B. So for us to be able to achieve success in our life, like Vida said, we have to learn to concentrate on one thing. What is that one thing that, yes, from now to December, I need to achieve this? Focus on that, and then you will see result. So, Sonia, the same question goes to you. In your own words, in your own life, tell us the role of focus. What is focus? Why do you think focus is important? How will focus help you succeed as an individual?
Well, for me, focus is a center of your interest or your activity or your activity, and this is really me being able to filter out all the distractions that are going to come. So I need to be focused on what I'm doing. Therefore, it doesn't matter what is coming. I will use this analogy of the horses. When the horse is on the racetrack, the horse has the blinders on, and it doesn't matter what's going on beside him. He's focused on the goal because his aim and the jockey's aim is to win this race. So he cannot be looking here, there, and watching what the other person or the other jockey is doing or the other horse. They have to be focused on the goal of winning this race. And that is the same thing with us in life. We have to be focused, laser focus. As you've said before, both of you, there's so many things that's competing for our attention, but it's what we need to do and what is important to us, because whatever is important to us, what is taking our time, what is important to us, that is what we'll focus on. There's a quote that says, what you choose to focus on becomes your reality. This is Jen Sincere. This is the person I'm quoting here. So, whatever you choose to focus on becomes your reality. And all through our lives, this is what is happening, because there are so many things that's competing for our attention. But we must know what is the goal that we have, where we are going, what we need to achieve. So, in my role as a professor, I know there are many times my students are coming and they're saying they're so stressed, they're this, they have so many things. So my thing to them at all times is to say, listen, our lives are busy. We have so much to do and everything is important. So why don't you just focus on what is before you now? And next, when you go to the next place, you focus on that. So you give 100% to what you have before you here. And then later you go do the other thing. It is still important, but you need to focus on one thing at a time. I think I've always said this word to them, focus. Every time that word has to come up when I'm saying something to one of my students, I would say, you need to focus. There's so many things in our lives, especially now with social media and everything. Everyone is running to do something, but we have to be focused. Otherwise, in the end, like Adiza was saying, we will not do anything well. We'll do a lot of things, but nothing will be done well because I'm giving part of my attention here, part there. I need to focus on one thing, get that done well, then I move on to the next thing. And that's exactly what I think we need to do here. The word of God says everything is important. Basically, that's what Paul was saying. Everything is important. Everything is there. Everything is necessary, but not everything is important. So we need to focus on what is important in our lives and deal with that first. So as a business owner, there are times when many things are going to come and you might want to feel overwhelmed. But if you just stop for a minute and focus on one thing, get that one thing done effectively, you can move on to do better. And I think that is what the power focus for me is, for me to focus on whatever is before me, get it done well, and then move on to the next thing. That's how I've been doing.
Thank
Well
you.
put.
Thank you.
So, yeah, absolutely. The power of intentionality is key, right? You
Yeah.
have to be intentional, you have to be focused. And I know that success doesn't happen by accident.
No.
It comes with being intentional, and that's what focus is, because you have to be deliberate, you have to be intentional to focus and zoom in on a particular thing so that you can do it well, even when the going get tough.
That's right.
And I like you mentioned, to get something done well, you have to be persistent and
Yeah.
consistent in doing that thing. You zero in, you zoom in, and like, okay, this one thing I have to achieve. So many things are calling our attention, and we can easily get overwhelmed in a world where things are going on. By the time your alarm clock gets you up, you're in the run. But we have to learn to slow down, to be intentional, because when we know that success doesn't happen by accident, that intentionality being programmed into our day, into our year, into our month, into the agendas of our lives will help us, will guide us step by step to achieve our goal. And I want to put it this way, that those who are intentional, those who are focused are the ones that see the kind of result they want. And
Yeah.
I'll use myself as an example. And I believe the ladies on my screen will agree to that, Vida and Sonia, that
Yeah.
when I started my business, I didn't start this business having all the money and everything. No, my bills were calling my attention. It's a distraction.
Yeah.
I have a full-time job, and I pick up menial jobs in between. I have a family to take care of. I'm a mom of five, and I have so many things, my activities in church and programs for the kids in school. So there's so many things, right? But out of the activities of my life, I had to pick something. And one of the reasons why I started this business, and you ladies can agree, that we want time. We all have 24 hours, right? And
Yes.
what we do with that 24 hours matters a lot. And for me, that's one of the reasons I started this business, so that I can create that time flexibility to enable me do more. But even though I have the 24 hours, if I don't put structures in,
That's right.
I can still have a wasted day, just like Sonia said. I can still have a wasted day. It's like when you give somebody a job to do and the person is bickering, dawdling, up and down, and I can use the kids as a perfect example. Dress
Yeah.
up, we're getting out in 10 minutes. Somebody is still looking for socks, underpants, shirts. Like, you're still in your tower. Oh, I'm coming. I left. They're walking up and down. You just came in here, you didn't take something, you went back, right? Before you know, that 10 minutes will be gone. And guess
Yeah.
what? Everybody will be late for that day. Because
Yes.
somebody choose not to set their uniform or do something the night before, right? And we are parents, we can relate to that. The same thing, even us, if we want to, like, start our day early from the night before, we start prepping the night before for the day, the next day, right? That
Yeah.
is the intentionality there.
Yeah.
Set your clothes for the day, the
Yeah.
shoes. Well, ladies, I know that sometimes I've set my clothes, and then that morning I feel like, okay, I don't feel like being in this clothes after the
I
things
want
are
to
not
change.
done. Yes, it happen, but that intentionality is there. I know in the ladies' world is, sometimes it happens, but
Yeah.
sometimes it works. But days that I do that, I get out of the house earlier.
Yeah.
Then I'm not trying to iron my clothes, or maybe the one I feel like wearing that day. I like, there are days that, like, okay, I'll like, okay, one, back up, back up, back up.
Yeah.
If A doesn't go the way I want it, I have a
That's
backup
right.
to back up,
Yeah.
right? But that is the power of intentionality. I had to focus my mind the day before.
Yes.
And it may make us laugh, but as simple as that is, it can make my day or break my day.
Sure. That's a
We
fact.
set our day from the beginning, and those are the things that matters, for us to achieve our goal. If you can master your day, you can master your week. If you can master your week, you can master your month. And if you can master each month, you can master the year. And imagine the momentum that rolls over, the results that we can achieve. So that's the
Mm.
beauty of when we focus. So we are going to dive even a little bit more, but I want to read this quote from Tony Robbins. that start where focus goes, energy flows.
Sure.
Yes.
Because whatever you focus on is very simple. If I'm focusing on the things that didn't work out, guess what? All my energy is going to be into that, be
Yes.
it negative or positive.
Yep.
But when we choose to go on the positive, then our energy is going to go there and the drive is going to be there. So that moves me to our next point, and this will go to Sonia. I wanted to go in a little bit deeper into some of the roles that sucks that being focused plays in our attaining success in life. You did touch on that, focus on one thing, being strategic and all that. But someone may ask me, give me a tip. How exactly can I do that? Because I'm about the tip, I'm about getting it done. Give us like an actionable step. What exactly can I do with my morning, my afternoon, my evening, my day that can create that focus?
Okay, so in our business, for sure, it improves, focus improves our quality. It improves quality. And definitely, if you're focused, you become more productive. So, in terms of that, you're using your time effectively, especially in our business. We're using every minute of our time well, intentionally and strategically to be able to gain wealth, because the more I am in tune to my business, focus on doing something in my business. So suppose I come home from work today and I know that I'm supposed to do something, or I'm gonna be on a Zoom call like this, I will make my plans to do whatever I have to do in my home and be ready to come on here because this is important to me.
Yeah.
Also, I can use half an hour of my time to follow up with someone who has reached out to me about the business. I can also use that time to put something on my page that I think was important for my followers to know. So, everything like that, I am able to use my time effectively because I'm focused on doing one thing at a time because I know the goal that I want to achieve. So, in our business, as I said, there's improvement in the quality of what you're doing. It also makes you become more productive because if I'm using my time, although I went to work, I came home, I know that I have my business to run. The time that I have, instead of me sitting around watching a movie or something, I am putting that time into my business because I'm looking at the long term goal, the long term effect of what I'm doing today. So I am focused on the goal. I was thinking today that so many times people want to, they mainly think if you're gonna invest in yourself, this is what I'm saying. If you're gonna invest in yourself, sometimes people are thinking it's the next day or the next week that they should see results. But no, if we focus on what we're doing, our goal is later. When you really need to have something, this is there for you. I was just so blessed by looking at our dream team with with one of our sisters who has been going in, and I'm watching her growth, and now she's at such a great rank in the business, earning so much money. But it took time. So she
Yes.
was focused. And when things came, because in all of us, we are going to face challenges. But what are the challenges going to teach us? We must be focused and know what we need to move forward to do something better because we know ultimately what we're looking for, right? So we are putting time and effort and energy in our business that is can help us. It can help us to be more productive. Also, when we're focused, we make better decisions. I want you to know that you make better decisions because why? We are paying attention to the small details. Maybe we would not have done so, but paying attention to the small details can make a big difference if you are a business person. And even our lives, that is also applicable. So I think, as I said, we can create financial breakthrough because if we are given 2 hours or an hour, it is something I could be reaching out to someone who has reached out to me about my business. And now, because I did a follow up, the person is now committed to be a part of the business. Right there, you have won.
All right. Yes, thank you, Sonia. Definitely avoiding those distractions, setting clear goals is a major. That's my take from that. That we have to set clear goals. We have to set clear goals. Those are one of the ways we can achieve results. Set clear goals. Give yourself a goal.
Yeah.
Right now, the year 2024 is about to wrap up, and we're getting launched into 2024. In the
That's
beginning
right.
of 20 or into 2025,
Right.
20 in the beginning of 2024, we did set some goals.
Yeah.
If you did not set any goals, or you were wishy-washy at zooming, just making a mental note that this is going to happen, and most of the time where some of the things that we want don't happen, like what Sonia is saying, because we just wish for it. We did not assume the position like a guard, like an officer on duty, protecting what they have been assigned to. What you've been assigned to is your destiny, your dream, your career, your family. Now, how will you achieve those goals? Sonia just mentioned that you have to set the goals first. Excuse me.
Sorry.
When you set the goals, secondly, you have to lay out plans on how to achieve them, right? And thirdly, when you set out how to achieve them, then you make sure you do the things that will help you achieve them, right? So that's my take from what Sonia is saying, that you need to set a goal. So if you don't have a goal set, there's still time. You can set the goal from now to December. And the goal doesn't have to be time stamped, right? Even
Yes.
when things get tough, you roll it over. You don't achieve it between now and, we have short and long term goal. You roll it over. But when the time gets tough, guess what move you? The dreams and the goals you've set.
Sure.
And when you measure them, you know, okay, from January to now, I've done A, B, C, and Z. This is where I am now. Okay, this is what I need to do to bring about this dream. All right. Some of us, for instance, we want to change our career. We want to earn extra income. What opportunity have you researched? Every week we are here live talking to you. Have you taken the step to look into what we are talking about starting an online business, for example? Or you want to change your career, you want to become a supervisor, a manager. Have you looked into the role of a manager? Have you set that on your goal? Have you, studied the manager in your job, what they do? How can you assume the position? You have to prepare yourself, right? And then you do the work. All right. So thank you so much, Sonia, on that. So Vida, I want you to like give us maybe like one or two practical tips on how we can avoid distraction. Because when we focus, then we are avoiding distractions. So if you
Yes.
can share one or two tips on how anybody can avoid distraction. Now they've set the goals. How can they avoid distraction to be zoomed in on the goals that they've set so that they can achieve those dreams and aspirations?
Thank you so much for the question. How you can avoid distraction? To my own knowledge, if I set up my goal and I don't want distraction, maybe if it is phone call, when I'm doing that, I focus on my goal. I may turn off my phone, maybe put it on the silent and focus what I'm doing. If you are reading a book, or maybe I'm creating my brand to post on my Facebook, and maybe if I know that if I leave that phone, people will be calling me here and there. What do I do? Either I turn off the phone or put it on silent. So when they are calling me, I will not hear. If I'm a mom, if I'm concentrate doing my goal and my kid are disturbing me, maybe I'll find my way wherever I can sit down and focus on what I'm doing so that the kid will not be around me so that they will distract on what I'm doing. I can do this to focus on my goal. And by
Absolutely.
doing that, When you focus, you're going to master it. Whatever I'm doing, the moment you focus on what you are doing, you're going to master and you know all the skill.
Yeah.
And by knowing that skill, you'll be able to connect to your customers. Yeah, if you know what you are doing, building your brand, creating contents, and you have customers, they're going to follow you. So by doing that, I'm going to connect with them. And once you're able to connect with them, all the distraction that maybe you have, I have this person that I'm not supposed to talk to today. Maybe I have the Zoom with the person. I would focus on what I'm doing and rather stop the distraction. Maybe I have to go to somewhere. We have primary goal and we have secondary goal. You choose the one that is important and you prioritize your goal. When you do that, you are not going to be distracted and you don't even know what you are doing. You know the important one that you are doing first and do the least important one that you are going to do so that you are not be distracted. You focus on the important one and you move ahead and get progress. That is what I know. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Yes. So avoiding distractions, setting your goals, being focused and being intentional. Like Vida say, you have to know what are those things that distract you from doing and achieving the things you want and from being productive, right? We're talking about productivity here. So if your phone is a distraction, maybe when you set your time to read a book, that's not a time you want to flip through social media or pick up a
Yeah.
call or you get those notifications. And some of us are so driven by those notifications. The moment that bell goes on, boom, ding, ding, we turn. Like we're just conditioned to it, right? So maybe you put your phone on not disturb or silent for those purposeful hours. Like, okay, this 1 hour, 2 hours, as a student, as a mother, if it's this hour is for me to focus on my children, playtime, then I'm not taking business call. As important as those calls are, that's my family time. As important as my devotional time is my devotional time, right? So we allot our time. Whatever is a distraction to us, study yourself. What distracts you? Right? There are some that are so obvious and there are some that are not so obvious. Some of us, our mind wanders away.
Yep.
I'm that type, like when I get myself, I have a pen in my hand and I start doodling a lot, I know that I'm already distracted. I had to like refocus my mind immediately. I can be in a meeting and I'm sketching the people on my table. Like, I'm sketching on my paper, then you know that Hadiza is distracted or she's bored, right? So we have to eliminate purposefully. We have to decide what and know what distract us. You have to study yourself, and it varies from person to person and depending on what you're doing, right? So if you're on a job, there are certain things you can do. It's considered a distraction, a violation of your contract on the job. If you have your own online business or personal ventures like we do, is yours, is your business. You're running it online. You're not like an employee that you have a supervisor on top of you telling you what to do, right? Are you going to do it? So that's where the power of focus comes to play, and it works with consistency. You being consistent day in, day out in doing what brings about the result you're seeking in your set goal. Remember, all starts from the goal, the dreams, and the aspirations that you have for yourself that you've set. And those, if you don't take those actions, you're not going to get the result. If you allow yourself to get distracted along the way, you're not going to get the result. You may get the result, but it's going to take you a while. Sometimes we may not get the result because we were distracted by something. For instance, in our business community, we have the shiny object syndrome. The grass is always greener on Jones's compound than my compound. Have you been on the side of the lawn when the sun is not shining on their grass?
Yeah.
So don't fall for the shining object syndrome. Focus on your lane. Zoom in like an eagle. Set your eyes on your target and you achieve them. And another thing I want to bring in, I want Sonia to talk about creating routine. That is something like we family people, we are used to that, right? As a busy parent, as a busy professional, we have to have routine. And Sonia, if you talk a little bit about the savers that we do in our business community, and this talks about personal development, right? For you, learning how to set your day, be intentional about your day. Remember, I said earlier, how you set your day, your morning, determine how your day goes. How you
That's
set your day, determine how your week, and then it rolls over. Imagine if you have good intentions set through the day with good routine. So, Sonia, I wanted to touch in a little bit about setting your day using a good routine while we round up.
Okay.
okay. So, what I'd say about that, focus really improve your thinking, and mindset is very, very important. So, for me, um, like waking early in the morning, I have to make sure that I wake early in the morning. I get into the presence of the Lord. I have to read my Bible. I have to meditate. I have to hear, just try to listen, because what I want to happen right here in terms of the power of focus is to make sure that I am listening. I want the Lord's direction to go through the day. So I have to be there and wait and everything like that. So I focus, I read my word, I meditate, I worship whatever I'm doing. And then after that, there are times I write things down, like things that comes to my mind. And also the fact that there's a book, The Miracle Morning, that I've started reading to as a part of my preparation. So the routine that I do. Now, why am I saying all of this? Because if I don't do this, my day is
Yes.
thrown
Yes.
off
Yeah.
completely. I am like crazy.
Yeah.
So I have to get my whole mindset, everything focus, right? On gratitude, on the goodness of the Lord, on life, on my blessings. So I have to focus right there. And when I get that focus and my mind is all clear and good, then everything else falls into place. So now I go to my class. I'm a very focused professor now because I have already set that routine and I'm now in a good place that I'm able to talk and to teach my students and to help them whatever way I can. Then I do whatever else I'm doing. And even in my business, now when I come home and through the day, I can do whatever on my business when I get my time. But when I come home, I'm also focused on going on my page, posting, maybe doing a interview like this or something like that. But the whole thing about this, I have to have a focused mindset, have this to know that this is what I'm going to do. And if I do this and do this consecutively all the time, I'm doing this. This is what I do. It improves my thinking, it improves my whole mindset. So I go out prepared to be able to conquer and to do the things that I need to do. The whole point of my life, as we are talking about focus right here, is to impact another person's life. So whether it's in the classroom or in my business, my whole thing here is that I'm impacting somebody's life. So, but for us to do that, we have to first prepare ourselves to be able to do that. So the power of focus is able to help me that I'm able to do that. So it improves my thinking, my whole mindset is changed, and then I'm able to give. Have you heard the quote that you cannot give from an empty cup?
Oh,
You
yeah.
cannot
Yeah.
give from
Yeah. Yeah.
something if you don't have something. So I try to get something to be able to give, and that's where I am in terms of that.
Absolutely. Thank you, Sonia. So definitely, success and focus go hand in hand.
Yeah.
And focus is nothing more than a few discipline being practiced day in, day out, consistently over a period of time. That consistency is there. That intentionality is there. Avoiding distractions is there. Setting your day by having a routine, is there. Sonia just dived into what she does for her own day, how she sets her day. You can do that. You have to set the day. And above all, it's not about perfection.
No.
That's
We are not looking for perfection here when we talk about being focused. It's setting one step at a time. You missed it, you pick up again and go the next day, and every step on the way will lead you to the next. And when you set your day like that, it's going to amaze you how much you can get done within these 24 hours. This issue of I don't have time will be less, because you channel your energy and you can focus on one thing, get that done, focus on the next thing and get it done. And it comes with practice, right? It comes with practice. We're not saying that today you're just going to do it, but what we're telling you is that is a habit you can practice. And when we look at to the successful, quote unquote, successful people that we know in our society, in our career, look at them, ask them. Some of them have written books, and you will see they talk about their intentionality, their focus, right? Consistently over a period of time bring about the result that we see, admire, and celebrate. So success is in your hands. It's not in nobody's hand. I can do for you what you need to do just as much as you cannot do for me what I need to do. Just God can do your part. He has his part. You have your part. You have to do your work. God has to do his work. I got to do my part. You got to do your part. So that's what life is, and that's the beauty of life. So thank you so much for joining us today. We hope that we sharing about focus today will enable you to zoom in on those goals. Let's crush our goals, even as we in this online business community are crushing it in our 90 days challenge to visibility, to creating the change that we want. And we're trying the challenge to you. Join us so that you too can crush your goals. If you want to know what we do as online business owners, you can reach out, send us a message. You can see our website right there on us on the screen or in the description of our messages, and you can learn more. Thank you so much. Have a good evening and bye everyone.
bye bye,
Bye.
everyone. Thank
Bye.
you for joining
Thank
us. Bye
you.
Thank
bye.
you. Thank you. Thank you.